That's what the letter said, Your Highness. The king requests you return immediately. Once this war is over, you'll be able to return. Your Highness? Where are you?
And what are you doing here? Groveling, searching for something in the dirt? I wouldn't put it past you to. Are you crying? Of course you get hurt. There's this thing called taking care of oneself, you know. Me. You want me to stay? Why don't you call over one of your actual friends or something? All right, the revision classes. Fine. Since you couldn't help but plead, I guess I can stay with you a moment. My time is precious, though, so not too long. Don't thank me. I was merely bored. So, what happened? Not that I expect you to actually tell me honestly, but I won't rat out your secrets easily. If my rival's reputation worsens, it won't look as good when I beat them. So what? Out with it already. Ah, I see. Dearest Daddy's calling you home. But why? No. Really? War? That was the last thing I was thinking of. It's the rebels again, isn't it? It's only been around 10 years since their last uprising. Ever since your kingdom absorbed the remnants of the King of Aegina's followers, this has been happening. Your father is too kind, Prince. My father would have rooted them out years ago to stop this. You mistake my intentions. I meant that in a good way. Kind rulers are to come across this millennia. You must be too used to me being rude all the time, though I wouldn't blame you. That is how I normally am. Is there a reason why? What? That I act the way that I do? Maybe yes, maybe no. Our kingdoms don't get along. To most, that is all the explanation needed. But to someone who dared look beneath the surface, well, it's hard to say. Sometimes I really am just bitter, angry that you achieved better than me without even trying. Sometimes I know I genuinely hate you. Other times, I'm not quite sure. You ask too many questions for someone who's supposed to be royalty. You'd never survive in my family. Oh, am I talking too much? I know you've had a rough night, and as I've said, beating you won't be as much fun if you're not in your best condition. All right, as you wish. Well, in the Northern Empire, the best always survives. Everyone knows about my grandfather, the great hero who saved the world from demons. He may have been cold to the world, but he was always the most amazing grandfather. He'd always tell me that I could accomplish anything I set my mind to. Everything changed when my father came into power. Grandfather had always been too busy with the Empire, balancing being a hero, a king, and a father was too much for him. I think my father would do anything to get Grandfather to look at him, and when Grandfather passed, that sensation didn't leave. No land, money, or power. will ever satisfy my father. That's why he's raised me to become like this, someone only caring about results. Don't use those tactics on me, Prince. It's honestly insulting that you think I'm stupid enough to not be self-aware. The world has carved me into someone who always needs to win. It's both a weakness and a strength. Now you go. I just told you something about me. To even the playing field, it's only fair you tell me something about yourself as well. You're scared. Ah, yes. Your mother. That was during the last uprising. Well, I am sorry for your loss. I couldn't imagine losing someone like that. Oh, my mother. I didn't know you knew about that. Yes, my mother did die, but I hardly count that as a loss. I had been taken to the palace to live there when I was just a baby. It's easy to not grieve when you've never known them. You, on the other hand, well, our situations are not the same. I never knew her, so I have it worse. Don't speak of me like I want, need, or deserve an ounce of your pity. I knew this was a mistake when I first... It's not pity. Then what is it? Sympathy. I didn't know you had it in you. Whenever we talk or argue, you seem so secure in yourself that I often doubt you need tools such as sympathy. Oh, whatever. I guess there go my plans for the break. Don't want me. You're scared of war, aren't you? And I kind of feel bad for what I just said, so... As I've experienced quite a few of my own, I'll go with you. You know, so it can be done fast, and we can get back to the academy. No one else here even reaches our level, so if you're gone, I will have no one to compete with, and therefore won't improve, and I... Thank you. Well, I guess you aren't denying you need my help. At least you're aware. I'll go and have my things packed. Remember, I'm doing this to make sure you get back fast. You hear me?